If I were to ask each of you why Rotary is important in your life, think about what the answer would be. I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. Do you more or less have it? Now, think about the best day of your life. What happened on that day that you have chosen as the best memory of your life? Do you have it? You see, in my case, Rotary is the reason for not only the best day of my life, but the best 35 days of my life. It is because of Rotary that I was able to experience this. The Rotary Tour of the USA 1991, a trip from New York to LA and from LA to New York with 400 other students from all over the world that left a lasting impression on us for the rest of our lives. 33 years later, almost 300 of those kids are still networking and organizing our own exchanges and meetings on 5 continents. For example, in 2022, my eldest daughter stayed with Joel, a fellow Manila student whom I only know from those 35 days 33 years ago, but with whom the bond is so strong that I have no hesitation in entrusting my daughter to him.
Rotary seeks peace in the world. Rotary's website says, Rotary creates environments where peace can happen. And this camp, Rotary globalview, aims to seek peace among people and citizens. What do you think would happen if we brought together 20 individuals from countries in conflict who are also on opposite sides, such as a Russian and an Ukrainian? Rotary globalview is going to show that these people can put aside their differences to live together, learn together, and work together for a peaceful future. To achieve this, we will need our globalers. We will select 20 people from the 10 most relevant current war conflicts, with 2 participants representing opposite sides of each conflict. These globalers will live together for 10 days, participating in various activities that will encourage introspection, empathy, dialogue, and the creation of bonds between them. Let's look at the main objectives of this project. Healing. To create a safe space where participants can heal emotional wounds resulting from the war conflict. Promoting peace. The camp Rotary globalview enhances Rotary's partnership with the UN, specifically contributing to the SDG 4, 16 and 17. Changing the global narrative. We will provoke a turning point in the public perception of collaboration between individuals from countries in conflict and share awareness campaigns with reconciliation at the center. This camp is just the beginning of something bigger. We want to multiply the results by ensuring that our globalers become Rotary's ambassadors of peace around the world. This is where the world peace really begins. Global peace starts here.
How are we going to make these objectives a reality? Talks and debates to promote peace. We will apply the TED method to develop talks from an introspective process focused on their experiences related to the war conflicts that they come from. Hiking for peace. We will organize activities in nature to promote self-knowledge and reconciliation. Intercultural cooking. Each participant will prepare typical recipes from his or her culture to share with the rest of the participants. Role play and theater. We will perform dramatizations with roles in conflict, analyze the solutions and evaluate the applicability in real life. We will develop talent shows to show artistic skills and share talent.
Team games and sports. Through group dynamics, we aim to foster mutual trust in order to achieve common goals. Festivals and culture. We will organize recreational activities with the host club that will allow you to learn more about the local culture of the place where the camp takes place. Religion and comparative culture. The vast majority of armed conflicts are culturally, ethnically, or religiously motivated. Comparing cultures to identify Similarities will promote understanding between opposing parties. Accommodation. We've talked about the how. Now we're going to talk about the where. The chosen place must have spaces for group activities, as well as options for sports and outdoor games. The camp will take place in a natural environment, specially chosen to help them reflect, live together, and collaborate.
How can Rotary clubs contribute? Clubs that want to support peace in the world and want to join this network that we now initiate will always be a reference in the struggle for peace. From the clubs, you can nominate participants for the camp, make proposals for the location of the camp, help in the diffusion in local, regional, national, or even international media. We need support in the preparation, organization, and execution of the camp. All hands and minds are welcome. How is casting of participants planned? We have identified 10 current global conflicts that we want to be represented in the camp. The challenge we set ourselves is to find diverse candidates who bring different perspectives on the conflict that exists in the world. Participants will not have to come from their countries of origin, simply because it is not necessary, because they are already here in Spain. In the current context, the refugee movement guarantees the possibility of finding in our own communities people coming from any of the existing conflicts of the planet. Our proposal is to locate these people in our environment and invite them to participate in the camp, contributing their experience and representing their country, ethnicity, and religion. From the organization, we have defined the profiles of those people we want to find, so that in the clubs, you can choose the ones that best fit your areas of influence, and it will be easier for you to locate people who fit the profiles. As an example, a club in the Vega Baja area of Alicante could find a representative of the Russian war with Ukraine, because the Russian immigrant community is very large. However, it is also true that there is a wide dispersion in the location of migrants within Spain, so any club can find candidates in each area who come from various conflicts.
This diagram breaks down the project into tasks and deadlines. In the initial phase, the project is defined and tasks are distributed. The selection of participants and the planning of activities will take more time, as will the selection of the campsite and the organization of the transportation of the necessary resources. Media coverage begins before the start of the camp and continues until the conclusions are published. The camp itself includes the development of all activities. Finally, feedback is collected, results are analyzed, and a final report is prepared. This table lists the main costs that have been identified for the camp. All cost items are adaptable depending on the direct support we receive from clubs and individual Rotarians who wish to join.
This project is groundbreaking, an unprecedented effort to bring together young people from opposite sides of the world conflicts. Join and you will change the lives of 20 people, leading a project that is born here and now, but has the potential to be exported throughout Rotary International, impacting billions. Your contribution, your effort, your voice will be part of something unique. May Rotary be once again the change the world needs, and may we communicate to humanity something it has long forgotten: that peace is possible.